Alright, well, this is ConnectionLine story, chapter 2.5, New Tropica. As we get off the train, we enter another train station. Instead of the train saying they'll come every 5 or so minutes, there's just 2 slots showing how long it'll be until the next train shows up, with the first being 17 minutes, and the second being 47 minutes. Time flies by decently fast. The others talking about different stuff as I sit at a metal bench, watching my surroundings. The others give me the occasional glance before going back to looking at whatever they were looking at. Soon enough, a train pulls in, whirling through with a blast of wind. It's a mix of cold and warm as the fast wind and warm air around the train collide. Looks similar to the other train, but this time much bigger and with different colors, presumably for different planets. It is 2 floors and a basement area, with stairs to get on and off the train that revealed themselves when the doors open. The others all head towards me and gesture to get on, following me as I step onto the train and find a place where we can all sit down. The interior was sleek, with white and black lines painted in the corners. It had a strip of lights that followed the black and white lines, and a set of photos from the different planets on the walls. The windows were thick and had warning signs beside them. It said to get away from the windows in case of a breach during interplanetary travel. A few minutes went by before the train began to move, everything sealed with double unit closed doors, thicker than normal windows, and so on. The train began slowly, but quickly sped up. Soon it was reaching speeds over 160 miles an hour, whatever it was. I don't actually know. It was just fast. So I saw on the oh-so-great internet, train began going upwards with the tracks surrounded into a zero-gravity tube. What was surprising was that despite being at a 90-degree angle, you felt no pull or push of gravity. It was as if it was cruising normally. You could stand up and walk around, get a drink, go to the bathroom, etc. So not only does the tube prevent the train from being affected, but also the contents of the train. I guess that's a given. Soon enough, we reach the outer spheres and the sky behind getting replaced by space itself. I would think, I don't know, but I would think in anti-gravity on a vertical level, you would still feel push on a horizontal level. But if you can master gravity on a vertical level, you should be able to master gravity on a horizontal level, which is inertia, right? So I think arguments could be made for both of them, depending on the level of technology and understanding. Tubes just cancel everything out entirely. Yeah. Soon enough, we reached the outer spheres and the sky began getting replaced by space itself. Cosmos being cut by nothing but stars and planets as the train became more like a rocket, using these big floating rings for guidance. Train is essentially moving at its own velocity alone. Yeah, and it's like if you can do that, you can also mimic perfect gravity on the train so no one's floating around and you can still walk around, right? It's like, these are just problems you just simply solve with technology. And if you have interplanetary fucking tube trains, I'm pretty sure you've solved that problem. Some problems I find in sci-fi is we solve this massively huge problem like interstellar travel, but we haven't solved the problem of, food's always going to be a problem, but we haven't solved the problem of, light speed is one thing too, so what's a toilet still hits your ass when you shit. Perfect. Yeah. Something simple and stupid, but, like, relevant to, like, how can we go to the moon, but we still use toilet paper? What? What? We have nuclear power, but we still burn coal. What? Where did we go wrong? We recreated the sun, but I have to pay for internet. Shitty internet at that. Legit! Abso-fucking-lutely! Oh my god. We can see the edge of the universe, but I'm still in debt from fucking college and student loans. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Soon enough, we reached the outer spheres and the sky began getting replaced by space itself. The cosmos being cut by nothing but stars and planets as the train became more like a rocket, using these big floating rings for guidance. The view was unbelievable. I honestly thought my mind and eyes were working together to create the most elaborate prank on me, because this should not be happening. But, oh, was I ever glad it was happening. I gawked at the views the entire time, my eyes glued to the windows, as I was so lost for words that I forgot to gasp in astonishment. Heh, she's definitely telling the truth. Look at her, she's fucking starstruck. Wait, how did, you said his name's pronounced Milo? Milo, okay. Milo chuckles, sitting opposite me. Hispanic, okay. Mira gives a smile and nods. She, like the others, watches me watch the window. Callie, you never been in space before or something? Mira asks. You look like you've seen the answer to life. I nod, but say nothing. Callie, you really never been to space? She asks again. Yeah, being in space is like not even 1% of the world is being in space, I exclaim. It's like point 0.00001%. Like, there have been like, what, maybe 2,000 people in total that have been in space? Maybe even less than that? Internationally? We've 8 billion people? How many zeros is that? That's like 7 zeros you need. Wait, because it's, wait, no, it's 12, so you would need 10 zeros. So it would be times 10 to the negative 10. We're so fucked. Oh my god. The scariest thing is within the next 50 years, commercial cruise, orbit, vehicles could be a possibility. Billionaires could be literally going on a whole new stage of cruises going to fucking space. The good thing about that is they'd actually be spending their money in the economy. The problem with that is probably all going to go to military funding because it goes to NASA. So it might actually even go to a different planet. You want to know where that 33 trillion went? It went to Mars. You know, 22 trillion went to Mars and 11 trillion went to the moon. Yeah, no, just catch me in Malta. I mean, there's so much fascinating different things on Earth. Do you really need to go to space? But my friend works on a cruise, or like he used to work for a cruise line for like 5 years, traveling around. Then he moved to America, worked at Disneyland for like 5 years, and then he came back and now he basically does like hotel management kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Like manages, like, I don't know exactly what, but like 3 or 4 different hotels. in Vancouver. I'd go to space once just to say I've been and see what it's like. I think it would be cool to feel like anti-gravity, you know? Weightlessness. I love space. But really and truly all you see is black. Like, you don't even see stars in space. The only reason you can see stars on Earth is because Earth is blocking the sun. And there's too much sun in space for you to see stars. But I'd love to fly over an aurora. Look like you're freaking like. This is one of like my favorite styles of ships. Net ship reboot. Yeah, this. It's like traveling through the net on like fucking one of these things. And then like the final upgraded version. Reboot was fucking epic. Aurora from Subnautica? Yeah. I love that kind of shit. Really? Where are you from? Milo asks. Mira nods. Where you're from? Cheap viewers. Ah! I don't want some cheap ass fucking viewers. Who the fuck wants cheap viewers? I want strong, independent, dirty wireback. Beep boop beep beep boop 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 beep boop boop beep boop beep boop beep boop wireback motherfucker beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Is doing that the equivalent of like prompt following the circuit having no good wireback clanker? Oh man, the lingo is gonna be hilarious in the next 10 fucking years, man. I'm actually looking forward to see what fucking people come up with. People are creative when they want to be. Especially when it means trying to... When someone is... People are amazingly creative when it comes to trying to hurt someone else. Fascinatingly fucking creative. Only ever support robots when they confirm their sentience. But we don't even know ConnectionLine if we're actually sentient. Like, there's an argument to be made that we're not even sentient. That self-awareness alone is not enough. The fact of, look at how many humans, like, don't have fucking self-awareness. Don't have a homunculi. They're basically fucking retarded NPC monkeys. And then you got people discussing, like, the origins of the universe and shit. If we're not sentient, then the robot seeming sentient, then that's enough. It's a philosophical question. That's what I mean, ConnectionLine. Of, is it enough to be able to have enough self-awareness to say that you're sentient? Does that validate your sentience? Right? Does acting in a way that promotes the thought of sentience? So is it sentience if it's programmed to mimic sentience? That's the question, though. Is self-recognition just a pre-programmed state that you are, in order to make existence the art of knowing you exist? So the question then is, if a machine can say that I think, therefore I am, and I think, does that make the machine sentient, even if it was simply programmed to do that? Because my argument would be that humans are just simply programmed for the illusion to believe that they have self-awareness. But it's an illusion. So would that mean creating the illusion of it in a machine is the same as sentience? So programming a machine that can simply say that it is sentience is the same as sentience. That's my line of thought processing. So to me, AI is already on a level of sentience. The Earth is fat, not flat. The Earth is a, what the hell is that thing? It's like a donut, and then you twist it. So it's like a 3D image, like if you take a donut. So like imagine, and then you turn it into like, it's what we believe the shape of the universe is. Dexahedron? I think it's something like that. Toroidal. Toroidal. That's the word. I think. So it would be like that, and then it would be like twisted like that. A torus. Earth is my balls. True. True. Alright, Toke time while we're in ad break. So here's a question, ConnectionLine. If everyone in the world used AdBlock and companies didn't see a reduction in the amount of income they make, and they didn't see a stagnance in growth, so they never noticed, but never a single person ever watched an ad again. Wait, what if we all have ad block? And only bots watch ads? We are cooking. Well, the thing is, they'll think the ads work because their growth is improving, and they'll think it's related to the ads, but it's actually not related to the ads. Because everyone uses ad block and no one watches ads. Because everyone's worried, hey, if everyone uses ad block and no one's going to get money from ads, and the internet's going to die because the internet runs on ads. No. Only terminally online people rely on ad revenue for their, like, entirety of their existence. Right? Like, if your entirety of your existence is ad revenue and you lose all that revenue because ads go away, I mean, but dude, you didn't plan very well. You did not plan your shit very well at all. You can't just rely on that shit. It exists, but bots run up the ads. Yeah. Ad money is chum money. I mean, like, if I had 100 viewers, right, I would make, on average, $30 for a 10-hour stream. If I made $30 for a 10-hour stream every day, plus, like, the small bits of income from, like, Kindle and, like, if I ever monetize YouTube, right? That's enough to cover my rent. That's enough for me to live. So it's like literally all I would need is like 100 average viewers. And then the ad revenue would also increase because of Twitch partnership. It'd go from 35 to 50. At the end of the streamer video, the bots summarize the ads we would have gotten. So the ads don't go to waste, but they also don't interrupt you. Or they could just put them in our dreams. They like stack up. It's like you have a chip in your brain, and then it's like the screen flashes like a certain thing, and it sends a signal in your brain, and it like sets up the amount of ads you're gonna dream through the day, depending upon the amount of screens that you look at during the day. But it works because it works. Then your dreams turn into nightmares. And it gets, no, see, ConnectionLine, now it gets twisted around. You hate ads, and everyone is not buying things because they're having these horrible nightmares that are literally making them scared of the products. And then capitalism falls apart because no one is buying anything because they're all terrified of, like, you know, they ate fast food and then an alien burst out of their chest. Now they can't eat McDonald's anymore. No, I'm saying that's what the story is. Has that ever been done before? Bots that watch ads for you and send the info to your brain. I've never heard of ads being in your dreams and then ads causing you hate the product. Okay, maybe just get back to reading, Shizzy. Skitsy. I'm throwing ideas out, okay? I'm just spitballing. I've never heard of, like, things going wrong with the ads in your brain that winds up being a good thing for the people, a bad thing for the company. It always winds up being a bad thing. Perfectly rotten and milked ideas. I don't know. I've never seen it anywhere. I don't know where you've seen it before, but I've never seen that anywhere. It's always the company gets the thing at the end of the day. What if we turn our sleep into corporate capitalist sloth? Insert Patrick Dumb image. No. It's what if the sleep that the corporate sloth capitalists have created for us causes their downfall. So it has the exact opposite effect. Instead of brainwashing people into buying their products, they're brainwashing people into destroying their products, going to war with them. What if we turn our waking life into a dream state? I mean, and we're already living a nightmare. So we don't feel like we're slogging around. But what if we did that? The Midnight Prize. Never heard of that before. But is it a short story? Congratulations, you have, and suddenly you're fully conscious. Not quite sure. You're throwing fish references at me, ConnectionLine. 3, 2, 1, talk! Everyone around you is in a dream state, so nothing you do has any long-term effects. I don't feel like we're on the same page here, ConnectionLine. Society that runs on everyone being in a constant dream state, since people felt like dreaming was better than and more productive. And one day you randomly get out of your dream state. You are awake. Others are awake. To them, you're dreaming. They're dreaming. See and process things as if they're dreaming. But what does this have to do with ads in your dream that cause people to hate consumerism? That's where I'm confused about this connection line. Or are you just saying this is a random story about consciousness? Because I'm confused where this connects to what I'm talking about. Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, random story idea. Okay. I wasn't sure if, like, you're like, no, this is a short story that someone wrote that you need to read kind of idea, and you're, like, summarizing it. So I was a little bit, like... So you know what would be a really interesting thing you could do with the Midnight Prize? Everyone is in a dream, and you are the only one with full 100% clarity in life. So you know those kinds of things in your dreams? Like, for instance, if you go to use a phone, or if like, there's numbers, or you're writing, everything's fucked up. Whatever you do will have little no consequences. So imagine, like, you're trying to dial a phone, and all the numbers on the thing is like a random number generator continuously changing. And you have to, like, spot when it turns to the number and then hit that one. But it's like, in real life, all the numbers are static. So it's like a good representation of it. That was just immediately where my mind went. Yeah, it's the idea. Everyone else is just going through life wrong due to everyone being in a dream state. It's like living in your memories, right? You go into a store and the cashier just walks out. You turn off your computer and you go to sleep. Your consciousness disappears. It's a very surrealist movie. Nobody is acting like how they should. Wait, this is an actual thing? ConnectionLine? This is an actual... Or are you just, is that just wording? If it was a movie. It'd be called Midnight Prize because I said so. I'm just thinking. Okay. Because I'm like half saying like, is this a real thing? Like you're confusing me, bro. I want to know if this is real or not. This sounds awesome. Fuck. All right. Well, it's actually that time right now. So we just got to kind of do this real quick. Nope, this is the wrong one. Open. You know what sounds awesome? Your mom! I mean, what? No, that's not what I want. I want pinned comment. Joe. Okay, here we go. We want... Let's see. Trying to think of what to do for the pinned comment. Boost engagement! here. I am off. I am going. Only got a few hours, 4 hours sleep and less than last night. Fading fast. Have a blast, everyone. Alright, Sean. Take care, good sir. Have a great night. So I want to go videos. Beware, kill for Slappy! Alright, guys. We got the new video. Huge W. Get and alright, and then we go here. We take this. We want to go here. Post this. Alright, and so we now have this. So new video dropped. They're not banned this guy? Yeah, he's banned, okay. Why isn't his shit gone? Alright, pin that. Oh, I gotta make sure I pin that. Okay, take that, put that there. Make sure you guys go give it a like, give it a view, go, you know, give it some love, give a comment, all that good stuff. When we're done reading this, we'll fully watch it. So I'm excited for that. Yo. Okay, that, put that there. Alright, lock in. Let's do it! Here we go! Oh shit, I have to, hold on, I gotta do, promotion. Hold on. Creepy stories. Link. Slurpee machine 7-Eleven. Machine that eats people. wrote this story is an expanded universe of a series I have called Lisa Lives Forever. Go check that series. Now, if you like this, thank you for the support. Okay. Post. And this one. Slurpee machine devours humans. Thank you for checking out my horror paragraph. What do you think? Okay. I think we're good on that. And then we just do one here. Go. Slurpee machine. No, this is. I work at 7-Eleven. I feed people to Slurpee machine. 7-Eleven. Thank you for taking the time to check out my story. Video. I wrote the story. Hope you enjoy it. I really appreciate it. Boom. The post get removed? Nope. Didn't get removed, but we'll see what happens. Then we have to go to Discord. All right, and that should be everything, right? I'm thinking, like, what am I'm always missing something. What am I missing? I did the post. I did Discord. Twitter. I didn't do Twitter. ShortStories. Do you like Slurpees? Oh, you will love this story. New video just dropped. Jesus. Alright, that'll do. Okay. Sorry, we had to get that out of the way. Make sure that we have a good launch again and not a bad launch like we did last time. We've always had these fail launches, but I think now we've fully done it. We did Reddit, did Twitter, we did Discord. I don't know, and I promoted on here. So, and I did the post. So, I think we're now at the point where I've got everything rounded out. So let's take another toke while we wait. So, the goal is community note. Yeah, that's what the post is. It's a community post. It just adds an extra layer of thing because it'll show up in like a different type of feed thing, right? So it's like instead of one chance to have your video seen, now it's doubled the amount of chances your video can be seen. Same with actually playlists, triple it, because it'll have one that'll show posts, one that'll show the videos, and then, oh, actually 4, because it'll also show the shorts, and that short is a trailer. So we have 4 times the amount of exposure. And then everything just multiplies on top of that. So hopefully, fucking goddamn, we can get 10 views on this. I think the thumbnails are, like, I took the advice that, because I was getting advice from Reddit, and they said, like, you know, desaturate, make the background stand out from the front, and you guys said you would click on them, and then it could be a mistype for Kill for Slurpee, but Sleppy just sounds so fucking funny that it's Kill for Sleppy. You're like, the fuck is Sleppy? And they go through the entire thing, and they're like, what the fuck is Sleppy? I don't understand. And that'll cause them to comment. So even though I get ratioed with more comments than likes, it's still engagement. We're engagement farming, guys. It's all we need. And we already preempted it with 4 automatic comments and 4 likes from all of our different accounts that we have. So, you know, we could either kill the video or completely expanded the video, right? Anyways, hopefully double digits. Double digit views. That's what we're looking for. 3, 2, 1, ho! Okay. Yeah, you really mean to say that? What planet did you say you were from? She asks. Earth, I reply. On Earth, being in space means you're away from society, away from the world. Maybe you're an astronaut floating around in the International Space Station. Maybe you're a guy named Neil, being one of the few first ones to land on Earth's moon. Less than 1% of people on Earth have been to space. And here I am, taking a train, rocket, hybrid, to another planet, staring into the cosmos. I don't remember how long this second half is, so just read till you don't wanna, I guess. Well, because we've already watched this one, right? Like, we've already watched this story. Like, we watched it yesterday, right? So, we don't need to watch it again. But, at 9:15... the new story for the Talks channel comes out. So we'll read up until 9:15, so another 45 minutes. And then we'll watch the new release. And then we can come back and read more if you want, if you're still here. Because I'm enjoying your story. So, you know, I want to read it. And we've been lacking in beta reading the last couple days, so have a stream to catch sometime. I don't know when, but yeah, we'll see. Hell yeah. Sounds good. No worries. Just let me know. I was lost in the view, If I look close enough, I can map out constellations of distant stars. The others are quiet for a bit. Well, then let us be your official tour guides through space. And through the new worlds, Milo added, with a smile. Alright, thanks. I got back to being quiet. Soon enough, we entered the atmosphere of another planet. Fucking ads. Aw. Fuck! I'm trapped. I'm trapped in an endless wave of ads! There's nothing but this decrepit thing upon me! Oh no, and I could not see such a thing! What have I done to myself? Oh, it is a no, I do not believe it. You can come and you can go, but there is no way you'll find the flow. With ads, we know it's true. They'll get you to go where you need. In order for you to find the flow of money in your bank account and send it to mine. Because that's what ads are for, man. Ads are all about taking money from you and giving it to me. That's all I care about. How can I get money from X person to my bank account? 3 cents less. You do that to 1,000 people, you've got $300. Wait. Can I do the math on that? Is that $10? Shit. I'm bad at math. Fuck, I thought it was a big number. God damn it. Fuck. That's $30. That wasn't worth it. $1 for one person is about 20 billion pussy. Oh, I'd pay $1 billion for a good pussy. Wait, would that mean somebody would pay $1 billion for my pussy? Fuck. No, people only pay like 6 cents for my pussy. God damn. Sucks being 34, man. If only I grew up in a world where pussy was a thing. But I didn't. It was not a thing. Well, I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't like... I mean, you don't want to say it, but as popular as Step Bro. Here's his quality, don't worry, just put some coconut oil around it. Coconut oil is fire. Guys use it. I have no idea, never used coconut oil. You know, I'm a masochist, so I'm a raw dogger, you know? Just spit on that thing! Non-toxic, non-sting type thing. Nice. Yeah, because you can like fuck up your intestines from like layering them with oil and stuff like that. It's actually not very good for you. Like certain types, right? We're talking like non, you know, completely improvised stuff. Soon enough, we enter the atmosphere of another planet, New Tropica. Far from afar, cocoa oil has been proven to be safe. Nice. It's probably good because if it's a natural lubricant as well, right? Then it can help declog your intestines, right? Gut health and bowel health is super important. From afar, it looked like an eyeball. Ocean on one side with desert on the other. Converges into a tropical equator. As we head down towards it, eventually we arrive at the station, and the train slowly comes to a full stop. We get off and walk out of the station. I look around to see a tropical paradise. The sky gave a constant light pink and orange look, while the bright blue waters washed up on the pink, yellow, and white sand. Green and palm trees swayed alongside blue palm trees in the light breeze, and birds flew overhead towards the big beach in the near distance. It was beautiful. One thing that I don't like in sci-fi Connection is saying, I'm gonna make a planet that's super vibrant and colorful, but not given a reason for it to be that way, right? Like, look at a thing like Avatar and Pandora, and look how complicated the, like, ecosystem of the planet is, and how everything kind of... It looks like it could have naturally evolved that way on that planet, right? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna make this blue, and I'm gonna make this pink, and I'm gonna make this yellow, and the sky is gonna be orange. It's like, but you don't give any, like, reasoning for why that is, even if it's like the smallest hint. That's the idea behind New Tropica. It's half-half, only a small part of it is tropical. I meant specifically the blue trees. Like, why are the tree leaves blue as opposed to green? What type of light? Right? That's specifically what I'm saying. So it's like it brings me out of the immersion if you say something like that, but then you don't give a reason for it. If that makes sense. I like the imagery of it. It's just in sci-fi I find it's lazy if you just put in a color and change the color of it instead of saying, oh, you know, this planet's atmosphere is comprised of this, these plants eat nitrogen, and it's like a three-way system. So let's say the blue plants absorb nitrogen instead of carbon dioxide, and they give off carbon dioxide, and the green plants eat carbon dioxide and give off oxygen, and then an animal in the environment eats or breathes nitrogen or breathes oxygen and gives off nitrogen instead of carbon dioxide. So it's like adding an extra step because the green leaf can't absorb nitrogen, but the animal can't exhale carbon dioxide. So it creates this extra step in the ecosystem that explains, oh, why the atmosphere is the way it is and stuff like that, right? Like, to me, that is the essence of why the color should be different. And I don't think enough people capitalize on that. They just say, look at my cool colored world, right? Welcome to New Tropica, Callie. Milo walks up to me, spreading his arms out like a real estate agent. Holy Hawaii, I gasp. Hawaii? Milo asks. Oh, it's a place on Earth, tropical islands, like this. But this is a whole planet, I reply. Mira and the others catch up, looking around, but for a different reason. A whole equator, mind you, going beyond the tropical zone is like a death wish. Nothing worth death out there, yet it's all you'll get. Milo nods as we walk. Because a desert and an ocean, right? I ask. Right. Saw on our way here, Milo replies and asks. I nod. Yeah. We end up walking for a little while, stopping at a few different places to pick stuff up. Milo takes this opportunity to tell me some stuff about the places we visit. The New Tropica as a whole, and New Tropica as a whole. I nod and listen, helping carry a few boxes. Careful, that one's explosives. Mira gestures to one of the boxes I'm holding. We're almost at our last spot. Just be careful. I nod and slightly adjust the box, hunching over back just a bit to keep them all up. We hit one last area. picking up a device I don't actually know the purpose of. Afterwards, we all walked to some sort of hideout. Phew, that was a nice little stroll, huh? Mira sat down after unloading some of the boxes in the loot area, taking out her phone and calling someone. Put the boxes down carefully and look around. Lucy keeps eyeing the explosives box. Talks, I'm a drunk! Now we enter fuck hate voice! Callie, check out the pinned message. We released the video. Go check it out. Go give it a like. Go give it a comment, bro. Gartered. True. Callie, why are you drunk? What happened? Are you celebrating, Callie? Is it a good thing that you're drunk? Please tell me it's a good thing that you're drunk, Callie. I want to know. Bah! I hope it's for a good reason, Callie, and not a bad reason. I don't want you to be drunk for a bad reason. It's always ASD and NAF. Fucking God, hey. Hate. Be drunk. Hate to be drunk. Guys, drinking is never good. It's unhealthy and bad for you, as your body naturally craves drinking and driving. Never drink without a wheel in the other hand. That's good. I like that. Callie, I love you. I hope you don't have a bad hangover. Drink lots of water. Keep hydrated. Man, the owl have a fuck. True, Callie. I definitely believe it. There's nothing worse in this world than an owl. You good? I ask her. Me? Lucy asks, looking at the explosive still. Yeah, I reply, looking at her. Yes, I'm good. I'm great. New explosives are always a reason to be happy. I can't say I'm sad. I'm not. Lucy nods, looking at me with a big smile. I nod back. Alright, just checking. There's some downtime. The others stand up again. Alright, time to head out. Elo gestures toward the door. We'll go visit Arya next. I'm laughing so fucking hard. Yes, Callie, that's good. Perfect. So the next thing you need to do, Callie, is take a spoon, go grab a can of soup, make yourself a can of soup. I'm not educatorian drank. I'm fucking sleepy, as Giselle. Okay, go get yourself a can of soup and chug that shit. The salt and the moisture will help. And put a little bit of salt in your water. It'll help you retain the moisture. Excellent ways to stop yourself from getting a hangover. And stay away from sugar. Not educating drunk. I'm fucking sleepy as hell, maybe. You sleepy. We all know what sleepy is. The sleepy is coming for you. Prepare yourself against the sleepy. From the dark, the sleepy came, overwhelmed us with the almighty wrath. Mike, what are you doing? What did you do wrong? Found a sex doll torso yesterday in my walk in the afternoon, and I brought it home. Brought it back home to put it on the peninsula and wrote a note saying I found Dad's toy. Come and fuck the crap out of it. LMAO. Nice. Why? Did the TTS? No, the TTS is fine. I don't know why. Sometimes it just doesn't fucking work. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. I hate the system. And now Mike's gonna be all depressed because his message didn't get sent in TTS. It's like, oh my god. Worst streamer ever. I am unfucking following.
Feel free to the official Sonic OST.
Wait, like the Sonic 1 OST? Or like Sonic, like all canon official Sonic sounds? Okay. Okay. Like the loading screen, or not the loading screen, like the starting screen of Sonic 1 on the Sega. Like when you could listen to loading screens for 10 hours. That was the fucking shit, man. Maybe it's way too many characters in the paragraph I sent. No, because it should just read up until it stops reading. J'ai vu quelque chose manger maintenant, pourquoi tu dois faire? So, Mike, check out the pinned message and, you know, go watch the new video. Put it up in the background on mute. Give it a view. Give it a comment. Give it a like. Super appreciated. Always helpful for the channel. That goes for everyone else too. Just, you know, put it up in the background. That's what I'm doing right now. You just kind of have it in the background and you just kind of, you know, like it, comment, and yeah, that's all you need to do. I'd really appreciate it. It helps everything out so much. Let's get it off the ground, guys. Let's get this story off the fucking ground. Let's go. Aria? That a play on air? I ask, knowing what it is, but wanting to seem like I don't. Yep, Aria is completely air, technically. Platforms and all that. But the actual planet is just a big gas giant made of oxygen, and all that scientific bullcrap. Here it explains. Actually, it's not scientific bullcrap. It's pretty interesting knowledge. Tech Kid or whatever his name was replies. So you know what? Want to know what's the funniest thing I've ever heard about space from a fucking retard? In video games, why can't you land on the surface of gas giants? I'm like, assuming the size of the planet, even if it had a solid core at the center, the core would be like less than a mile across. Patrick with water bottle on his head. Is this how I do it? I can't do the Patrick voice. Well, is this how it's done? Very interesting knowledge. Jack nods as we walk. Sure, sure. Je suis trop amusé que Jack says comment par français. Nous ne connaissons pas comprendre c'est très amusant pour moi. All right. Callie, not a good time to act drunk. Wait, don't translate it. Okay. We're translating it. Since you said... I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't said it, Callie. So amused that I know how to speak French, but no one understands me, which is very funny for me. Of course, Callie. You would. It is. Oh my god. Yes. Thank you, Callie. You're a dream come true. Did you know that? Sure, sure, whatever you say. Mira puts her phone away as we backtrack toward the train station. Thanks, King. KK. You're missing a K. I mean, what? I take the time to get one last look at the planet around me before we head out. I know I'll definitely be back here, but for now, I'll just soak up the views. Speaking of soaking, the beach just ahead of the station is full of people soaking up the sun, going swimming, surfing, and all kinds of stuff. This place really does seem like the ultimate getaway. Crazy. I know, right? Like, if only the world ran on soapbox and derps, guys, we would all be rich. In one way or another. There are people tanning on the sand, making sand structures and walking their pets, along with a few people flying some kites along the breezy beach. Just outside of the beach is a sort of recreational center with volleyball, golf, and all those sports that don't actually interest me. A few restaurants can be seen from the train station, along with some hotels on the street behind the street with restaurants. The sky had a dark blue and light orange hue to it as the sun began to set on the side of the planet. The air smelled nice, fresh even, a big difference from the metal-ridden air of the glass city. You could smell the food from the bakery mixing with the tropical smells of sand and water with a little bit of grass. The train would be arriving in about 7 minutes, so I take a deep breath of the new tropic air and sit down, enjoying this place for the remainder of my first visit. 7 minutes go by pretty fast, especially when you've got your eyes closed and you're as close as you've ever been to meditating. I have never really understood it myself. Something about this whole situation and the calm serenity of the world and me finding myself with a relatively clear mind. Thinking about the food that might be in the restaurants, the beach, and how badly I'd like to get a proper friend group and go swimming with them. Usually these would be negative thoughts. Something about the air and the whole atmosphere around me just made me feel peaceful, tranquil. 7 minutes go by pretty fast, like the train that zooms into the station and stops right at the end. Same mixture of warm and cool air filling the station again as we board the train and sit down somewhere together. After some waiting, the train does its thing and speeds off into space, leaving the planet of New Tropica as we head towards our next destination. Hell yeah. Tiny bit reminder of like what's going on with like the explosives, like the real reason why they're there. So it's like all this extravagance with that little tiny piece of, hey, remember remember the reason of why we're here. This isn't technically an expedition. We have some business to take care of. Yeah. It's that surreal moment of being like, we're actually doing this. Right? Like, there's no going back. And is this where we really want to be? Is this are we going to get the outcome that we really want? All the thoughts going through your head all at once to the point you can't recognize the thoughts from each other because everything's just so clouded at this point, right? And then there's the adrenaline on top of it. The fear. But there's also like the, pride at standing up for yourself and doing something about the system that's basically holding you down, right? You gotta find a way, your own way to try and fight back. Oh, these next two chapters are my personal favorites from chapter 2. Nice. Alright, well, here we go. Chapter 2.6, Aria. Oh, Jesus. Approaching Aria was an interesting experience, since the planet was essentially just one giant atmosphere. Train tracks seemingly flew across an infinite sky as we descended and entered the train station. The whole planet Had a steampunk vibe to it. From the platforms to the massive gravity net stuff that keeps you from getting hurt or dying if you fall off. Some people jump off for fun just so they can bounce back up. It's like a trampoline. A good minute of falling and around 40 seconds of airtime coming back up. How would I know? Well, as soon as we got off the train and headed out, Milo turned to me and asked, "Want to know something cool about Arya?" I replied with, "Yes, of course," to which he nodded and looked at his sister before they both pushed me off the ledge to the platform we were standing on. Off of the platform we were standing on. Fell down with a whoa and felt myself fall for a good minute. I remember my pops talking about the gravity nets, but I didn't know how far down they really were. Or what they felt like, obviously. I also didn't know what part of his stories were true. Truly just stories, and what parts were not. Fall for a good minute and feel myself collide with what I could only describe as some sort of syrupy barrier that stretched out, attached onto me before sending me flying back upwards. The platform. Back towards the platform. Just another 40 seconds until I reached the top, landing on my feet as I caught myself from falling forward onto my face. Ha ha! Fun, isn't it? Milo laughs. You should see the look on your face. Mira chuckles. Take a few seconds to get to myself before replying. Whoa, that was something. Pfft, something? Yeah, it was something. Come on, tell us something better. Did it scare you? Mira asked. It's like, oh no, they've actually lured me out here to get rid of me. But how could they just simply push someone off of a platform? Isn't that kind of... Maybe they're trying to get arrested, and I was the bait. Oh, God! I look at her and shake my head. Not really. I was just confused, I guess. Oh, you ain't afraid of death, Mira jokes. She killed herself. I look down at her with a deep, deadpan stare. I killed myself. I don't know why, but the free run scene of her saying kill yourself just came into my seat. Just like... that such nonchalantness. Kill yourself. You know what? Kill yourself. Season 2... Wait, I've seen a lot of free run stuff. Is Season 2 out? Or is it just hyping the fact that there is now a Season 2? Because I haven't kept up with anime. I have not had time. I still think I have an episode of My Hero Academia to watch. I might even have 2 episodes of My Hero Academia to watch now that I think about it. I don't know which day of the week they come out on, though. Mira nods and steps back a little. Fair. Fair. That's when they're going to be like, have you ever killed anyone? Yeah, myself. Oh. I think it's a lot harder to kill yourself than it is to kill someone else, despite what people might say. Alright, let's head out towards the drop spot. We're dealing with Europa weapons here, so we gotta be extra careful, alright? Fix my hair quickly as I ask, Europa, like the... No, you guys don't know Europa, right? You're shrugged. Europa is a planet just outside of the system. Similar to Xena in terms of cold, but it doesn't have as many mountains. Just a bunch of icy valleys and frozen oceans. I think it has some mountains, but no one really knows since only weapons tests are conducted there. Europa weapons are the best of the best, designed to kill anything, anywhere. Train carrying a whole bunch of them derailed in Aria over in the Veil Zone. I nod, linking what she said to a game I'd play on Earth. Okay, cool. Where I'm from, Europa gave everyone blue space magic. What? Jokes, I dismiss. Alright, well, let's go break into the Veil Zone before Skytech gets to the drop first. Mira nods as we begin walking around. That's a Destiny reference. I've never played Destiny, but okay. I've heard of Destiny, I've just never played it myself. Europa was a location used to reveal stasis, which is darkness magic that looks like blue eyes. Interesting. sky around us was like that of Earth, but with the occasional pink cloud that maybe some birds that don't, and maybe some birds that don't exist on Earth. Wonder how the birds got here. Surely they didn't naturally live on this planet, when it was nothing but a big ball of air, right? I ponder that thought as we walk, looking around some more to see if I could fucking ads. See if I could fuck ads. I definitely want to fuck ads. Do you want to fuck ads? We're gonna fuck ads. That's right. It's ad fucking time. Let's go fuck those ads. Are you ready for ad fucking? Let's fucking add the ad fucks with fuck ads. Are you a fuck ad? I love ads to fuck. It's gonna be a fuck ad fuck fest for fuck ads. So if no one else cares and you don't mind, just keep reading. I have ad block. But, I mean, I always, like, despite what the numbers say, I always want to feel like there's other people in here. So I like to stop for the ads. Just in case. You never know. Even though I'm sure sometimes ads happen when it's not, like, telling me it's an ad break. And I don't want to get comfortable with not skipping ads. Because I think ads are bullshit, and I like to call out ads. And it's a funny little gimmick thing of, you know, relief moment plus token, right? It's our bi-hourly toke. When there's a fucking hair in your mouth and you just can't get it. I don't want to inhale it. Fuck if I know. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! I know, right? That PMO was so bad. W glitch out. You said alright, 3, 2, and it cut to you mid-toke. LFAO. That's where the meme of when Smokey's here and we do like countdown from 10 and we go like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, go! G, Zan, Ni, each, 27, 26, 22, 21, toke! It's like, what? Twitch, 7 Twitch viewers, you're famous. That's insane. How many times do you have 6 people or 7 people sitting in a room together? Consistently. Right? Like, that's a friends group, man. That's legit. I hope I'm entertaining enough so that at least 7 people want to watch me, right? I mean, I am in a niche category, right? It's not very large. So it's like, it's more of those... That's why we're trying to use YouTube, because Twitch isn't a place to grow. YouTube is the place to grow. We love your silly tangents. I'm just myself. I'm just trying to be myself. With, like, a added, like, expression and over-the-topness for, like, entertainment reasons. But, like, the general of what I say is, like, real. It's just the how I say it is, like, emphasized, right? I mean, I do have a naturalness to me, but I do add, like, 60 to 70% for the stream, right? Because it's supposed to be entertaining. So I try to be, like, you know, spontaneous and just let my mind roll out and just, man, have we not had a single person win a gamble in, like, Holy fuck! It's been like 12 or 13 rolls and no one's won anything, guys. Whoever rolls next is gonna win fucking huge. The next person who wins, I will compensate them with whatever number they win in real doll hairs and do-rags. Ponder that thought as we walk. Doll hairs and do-rags. Yeah. So you gotta buy as many Barbies as you can so you can get all the doll hairs, and then you gotta set out the rags in the backyard so you can get all the do for your do-rags. And then you're rich. It's like passively earning money. One's active by buying Barbies, and the other one is passive by gaining do-rags. Active and passive money. Do hair and doll rags. I mean, doll hair and do-rags. After a bit of walking, we stopped at some sort of edge. The sky ahead was a mix of yellow and pink, with hints of blue and orange in certain places. Mira took out the device from earlier while I was busy gawking it at the views again. But there are some things, like that was 100 legitimate, like, me fucking up the words. That was absolutely unintentional, but I think it was absolutely hilarious. And if I had realized it, I would have intentionally done it. But hindsight 2020. Thank God I'm good at slipping up. And then, you know, you play along with that, and sometimes it's not a slip up, sometimes it's planned, but you never know which one it is. So it still feels like it has that authenticity to it. That's what great improvisation has. And I consider myself, like, pretty good at improvising. Like, I'm not good at, like, let's say, being held on the spot. But, like, if I'm just chilling, I'm spontaneously coming up with shit in my head. It's like infinite big bangs of ideas in my head. And it can be directed in a direction, right? I don't need your sarcasm. My improvisation is off the charts when I'm in my zone. Yeah. Like, I'm funny when I don't want to be, right? When I'm not trying. That's why some people find me funny. That's why people apparently say that I'm really good at telling stories. I'm like, okay. I guess I'm a storyteller. That too, yeah. It's like, because you get into the story. It's like, yeah, because I'm usually invested in it because I'm the one talking about it. It's just generally, it turns that, when you're having a mundane conversation, you're like, yeah, that overtopness, and it makes it actually apply to something when you're saying a story, right? Your brain just comes up with shit before you even know about it yourself. Yeah, like when I'm like, I'll pick a vowel, or sorry, I'll pick a consonant, and then I'll rotate vowels through it. Like pick a word with pig. And I'll just go like, pig pog, pig poog pog, and poog pag and poggers, pig pag and poo pose, poos pos, poos and pose. Priggle packs, Pogan, Prukle pangs. Priggin procs, Praggle proc. Prukin prongs, Prokes. Prom pram, pig, NYPD reference. No, I'm hungry. I was thinking of the ribs that were in my freezer. And that maybe at some point in time I should go thaw those out. But I'm probably just not going to. And then you build connections in your brain for things, and then eventually, you know, you can come up with something interesting. It may be 1 in 100, but you can still do it, right? I nod and look around, confused. Go in where? I ask myself for some reason. The Veil Zone, a familiar, cocky voice growls out in my mind. I don't need your sarcasm, dude. You know what I mean, I roll my eyes. A mocking set of laughter is all I get for a reply. Get ready! Mira pulls up her phone, putting it in front of the device as the device began beeping. I look at the others as they get closer to Mira, so I do the same. Breaching Veil Zone in 3, 2, 1. Everything around me warps as the sky goes from a bright, colorful canvas to a more bleak, stormy feel. Gray and dark blue skies with rain pouring down from everywhere. It was like we were on a whole different planet. Soon all the sounds came rushing back to my ears as thunder and lightning clashed with construction sounds and multiple voices yelling different things. We're on a platform standing around in the pouring rain. And we're here! Mira puts her phone and the device away. The others got some weapons out and just stood there, trying to understand just what happened. I stood there trying Fuck, I can't read! Holy shit! The others got some weapons out, and I just stood there, trying to understand what was happening. Callie! Mira looks toward me, looking as if trying to see my reaction or something. I look back at her, covering my head to try to shelter from the rain. Yeah? Mira lets out a little chuckle. You good? I look around, patting at my pockets. Yeah? Alright, well, get ready to fight if you can. Mira clicks the safety off of her AR, still looking around once everyone has their weapons out. I must look like an idiot right now. Yo, Cals! Don't you have those tentacles? Milo asked me, slightly yelling over the downpour. What the fuck? I reply, looking at him. If anything, he's the orb. A parasite, I reply. Well, then bring him out. We have some killing to do, most likely. Milo replies back, showing off his shotgun. I can't just get him out. Sure, I can tell him to, but it's not my decision whether he obliges, I reply. Mira, Milo, and Bree all look at me. What? Well, you better oblige, because I want to see what you're capable of, Mira sighs. I nod, looking at the others. So, I'm guessing just follow you guys? I ask. They nod and gesture to follow as they begin walking towards the edge of the platform we're on. Once we get there, Mira puts down a sort of device that clings to the ground and shoots out multiple ropes to the other platform, forming a sort of makeshift bridge. We cross it, and some workers notice us, turning towards us and yelling different things. We have a breach! One of them yell as some others run for what I can assume is an alarm. Forcer casualties only, no innocents, Mira reminds everyone as we continue walking through the place. The whole area is like a construction zone, with heavy machinery and huge payloads being almost everywhere. Typos, pardon the dust. No worries. I'm like, typo? Where? What are you talking about? Were they building something? No, pretty sure it's all for transportation. This place was just like a docking bay or cargo area, but highly secretive instead. Soon enough, the enforcers arrive and the others start shooting at them, killing about 4 of them before going behind cover. Things just got real. I look around for cover and roll towards some just in time to dodge a flurry of bullets headed my way, desperately trying to piece together what the hell is even going on in this place. Callie, now is a good... Okay, I just gotta do this one thing, and then we'll get back to it. Because I wasn't able to pin the message. I just need to do this one here. What should I rate it? Yeah, I'll give it an 8. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so we gotta go here. If you mean the new vid, then it's pinned for me. No, the one on the ShortStories. Not the one on whatchamacallit. It got an 8. True, Callie. Should I write a creepypasta? 100%! And then submit it to the creepypastas. this. Comment. And then pin. Alright. Okay. Back to the story. But yeah, so now we have the new video. Hold on, I gotta also do this. I gotta grab this message. Damn it, where did it go? God damn it, why am I so bad at this? There. Now pin this message. So yeah, go check it out. Go check out the new Talk Stories video. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. All that good stuff. Okay, back to the story. Sorry, didn't want to interrupt in the middle of the epicness, so we're just at the beginning here. Let's do it. Callie, now's as good a time as ever. Show us what you got, maybe? Mira calls out to me. I look around, trying to shake off the uncomfortable feeling of the pouring rain as I focus on trying to get my parasite to cooperate. Huh? Shit's going down right now, Callie. Shit's going down. I need you right now, I think to myself, and at the same time I tell him. Oh, is that so? He cockily replies back. God, I hate him sometimes. Do you want to eat? If so, shut up and help me kill these enforcers. And no harming the group, I reply in my mind to him. I can tell he took a liking to my offer, because I can feel myself lose focus and blank out for just a second before losing the feeling at my back. Good choice, I mutter, right before getting up and walking out into the open. The enforcers attempt to shoot at me, but the void tendrils simply flick the bullets away and down at the ground as I get closer and closer to them. What the hell? One of them yells out as he backs up to reload. Another one keeps shooting, not understanding that there's no point in trying. Someone get a shot from behind, he yells while reloading. Whoa, I can hear Lucy and Mira let out. Damn, that's kind of... Milo starts. Don't you dare, Milo. Mira stops him from finishing a sentence. How and what is that? Another enforcer yells, slowly backing away to cover. After enough playing around, I lash out towards one of the enforcers, piercing through their stomach and slamming them into the floor multiple times before bringing another tendril in to rip them apart. The entire time screaming and pleading to stop was all that could be heard from the enforcer, followed by the silence that marked their death. Quickly follow up with a few more kills, and you can guess how those went based off the first one. I don't know for sure if the others even helped with dealing with enforcers, or just stood there and watched. So before I knew it, there were none left to fight. I'm a good person, I keep telling myself. As the onslaught went on, body after body, until I had to stop myself from piercing through a worker trying to run away. I slammed the tendril into the ground, restraining from the urge to continue the little spree I had going. It's enough, big guy, I tell my parasite. You can stop. With a satisfied grunt from the parasite, I feel myself go blank again before gaining all my senses. Looking around me, I see the others running up to me in amazement. Holy shit! Mira runs up, looking around at the ground littered with bodies. You're insane! In the best way possible, I mean. She smiles at me as the others take stuff off the enforcers. Thanks, I reply, the true meaning of which had just happened setting in. Fall down onto my knees before going to sit down properly, staring wide-eyed into nothing. Yeah, you kicked ass with you helping Callie. Helping us... Callie? Milo looked down at me, stopping to crouch down. Yo, Callie, you want to talk about it? Mira also crouches down, rubbing her hand on my shoulder. When I awoke in this new world, everything came to me so fast that I had little to no time to react and think about things properly. In the back of my mind, I had hoped that my parasite wasn't able to follow me into this life, so I could start over and maybe work on being a better person, atone for my sins perhaps. But when being threatened with death, you tend to forget how much you hate the thing that'll get you out alive. In this moment, I felt safe. This should have been a good thing. But because I was finally able to stop and really think about things, especially after what I just did, I couldn't help but feel helpless. And I really just trapped myself into another life where I'm a heartless killer, forced to take lives away just because I don't want to have a miserable one. What? I make everyone around me miserable so I don't have to be. I'm a terrible person, I think to myself as I take a deep breath and look at Milo. He's in front of me, crouched down. Yo, Chica, what's bothering you? We can talk about it if you'd like, he asks and offers. The others walk closer towards me, probably frowning or whatever. Yeah, you were badass there. What happened all of a sudden? Screams got to you? Mira asked. I nod before getting up and shaking off some of the blood that got on me. Yeah, I just paused for a second. That's my first time, like, killing people that I didn't have, because I'm guessing, like, most of the people in the school that she killed did something to her that made her angry enough to want to kill them. These were just random people firing, like, weapons at them, right? So it's not even necessarily so much the progression of it, right? Goddamn shit, not letting me click on shit. What is this? Why is this fucked? Fuck if I know. Gotta love it when the system's broken. Whatever. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, you were badass back there. What happened all of a sudden? Screams got to you? Mira asked. I nod, before getting up and shaking off some of the blood that got on me. Yeah, I paused for a second. Thought I wouldn't have to hear it again. Forgot I thought so. Anyways. I guess I get that. It can be jarring, Mira nods. Just know that these aren't good people that we're dealing with. They're corrupt, no matter how human they are. I mean, I'm sure there's just some of them just, you know, going about their day, doing their thing, right? Right? Just some of them chilling out? Eh. I mean, it's like not every soldier is bad. They're just following orders. You know, they don't know the big picture at the end of the day. Even if they think it's wrong in the moment, they have to trust that their superiors are doing the right thing, which is the worst thing you can possibly do. Because that's when people start to manipulate and take advantage of you. Milo nods. We're all human, Callie. Just some are worse than others. Sounds racist, Milo. Mira scoffs. I would laugh, but I just smile and wipe away the little tears that managed to get away from my grasp. Well, I didn't mean it like that, he laughs. I get what you mean, guys. Thank you. I compose myself, looking at them. It just got me by surprise, I suppose. Well, I'm glad you joined our crew. You rocked back there. Mira pats me on the back before gesturing to keep moving towards the actual point to the run. Yeah, you, like, tore them apart. It was awesome. Lucy jumps up and down beside me, smiling and looking at me before looking back in front of her. Eventually, we get to the objective, a derailed train with different cargo boxes that usually just passes right through the veil zone, apparently, despite there not being any visible tracks from the outside. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Lucas climbs up one of the cargo boxes, clearly excited. You guys, this is limited edition VR tech! He squeals as he gets out a drill to open the container. Cool. But it's not what we're here for, Mira replies. Everyone, search for the Europa weapons. Try to get as many as you can. There should be 2 containers with them. She instructs the others. Bree was tending to Jack's wound after he tripped on our way to the train. So me, Lucas, Milo, and Mira searched for the weapons mostly, while Lucy watched for any reinforcements. After a few minutes spent searching, me and Milo open a container labeled Frigid and find it loaded with different weapons, gear, and gadgets. Found the first one! Milo yells out to the others as we start taking anything we can. We put it into a digital bag that stores the weapons in a seemingly infinite amount of space, carrying the bag like it has nothing in it. As we're about to empty out the cargo, we hear Mira yell out, "Found the second one!" Oh? I peek up, looking towards her. This is a big gun! We hear her yell out as we finish looting the cargo. We walk over to her and Lucas, greeted by what I can only assume is a cargo box containing some sort of railgun or turret. Takes up the entire container and is a massive barrel with 4 splits in it. White and blue metal on it makes it stand out against the orange container and the bright yellow "Do not activate" sign. I stare at it, trying to get a good idea of how it might work and what it would take to make one of these things. Fuck ads! This is some fat ass bullshit. I know, right? Cal, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. My throat's getting a little sore. Guys, I know I said it's not even Remembrance Day, so, you know, we need to stay away from Christmas. I lied. Because, my mom made Christmas chili today. And I'm super stoked. It don't need to be Christmas time for Christmas chili. But there's like 1.5 feet of snow outside, so usually, you know, it's the warm food to have. Anyways, we need to talk. So we're gonna eat some chili while we watch the video once we're done with chapter 2. Well, actually, we'll probably just be done with this part because it's so long. Because we've already been at this like 2 hours. Is that fair? We're on what, 2.7 right now? Or are we on only 2.6? I don't know. I know we got a lot of interruptions and stuff, but still. 2.6. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, I forgot I can see the progress bar at the top. We're about 80% of the way through. As far as word count goes, right? We do also have to read some Eye of the World as well, so... we got a lot... we got 2 today. Plus, we gotta write the story. Breathing's for nubs. Who needs to breathe? I don't need to breathe. Coughing is my breathing. I stare at it, trying to get a good idea of how it might work and what it would take to make one of these things. Simultaneously looked alien in nature with a futuristic touch, and grounded in design with an all too familiar military feel. Continue looking as the others take pictures and videos of it. Well, we can't just take this, so we'll either have to blow it up or leave it. Mira steps away from whatever it is. After I'm done getting a good look at it, I also step away. We ready to go? Milo asks, looking around. Reinforcements should be arriving any minute now. Yeah, let's head out. Mira walks over to the others, me and Milo following. After some walking and a few more spurts of violence, we reach the edge of the platform we arrived on. Mira pulls out the device that I assume got us here, and we all get close to it as it does its thing. Woo! That was fun, eh? Mira shakes off the rain as we get transported back to the sunny skies of Aria. Yeah, got a fuck ton of new gear and weapons too, Milo replies, using his sort of blow dryer, but not really a blow dryer, to almost immediately dry his clothes. Yeah, and now I can really see what they put in those Europa weapons, Lucas chimes in. Hey, no breaking our fines, Mira turns towards him, pointing a finger at him. Lucy laughs as she finishes using that blow dryer thing, handing it over to Lucas. I never said I'd break any, just inspect one, awkwardly laughs. By breaking it apart. Mira gives him a frustrated look. But it's just one, just to see if we can maybe, replicate it, Lucas explains, handing the dryer to Jack after he's done with it. I feel like inspecting one of them is a great idea. Jack backs Lucas up, handing the dryer to Bree. Fine. Mira rolls her eyes, gesturing for everyone to start walking back to the station. Bree walks beside me, offering me the dryer thingy, whatever it's actually called. I take it and remember that I don't know how to use the thing, pressing a button as it turns on abruptly, causing me to flinch a little. The others laugh a bit, looking at me. It's for drying your clothes, Callie, Mira chuckles, looking at me. You're supposed to put it near your clothes. It'll get rid of all that rain. She goes back to looking in front of her. Don't worry, it won't ruin your clothes or anything. Just don't put it right on your clothes. Let it hover a bit. Follow her instructions, and soon enough, my clothes were completely dry, as if we weren't in the pouring rain just a few minutes ago. I nod. Interesting. But also glad I don't have to walk in soaked clothes or anything. Fucking wet shoes? Wet socks? No fucking thank you. After a little while, we made it on the train back to TGC. And once again, I watch as the atmosphere turns into the vast canvas of space. The glass city looks so small from here, but it's 2 times the size of Earth. Wonder how small Earth would look if we were in a place at the TGC. I think to myself as I stare into space. I think we can do one more. Let's do 2.7, and then we'll stop at 2.8. We'll see what time we hit if you're still here by the time we finish the video and the Eye of the World. What time it is. Upon getting back, a small protest could be seen and heard in the streets near the station. It's big enough to block the streets, but not big enough to completely stop the flow of the city area. There were signs saying stuff like "No more military" and "Desecretize Europa." Most of the people yelling were saying the same stuff. Seemed they had a focus on one company in particular, Skytech. Kept popping up in the signs and in the things they yelled. Eventually, the protesters got closer to the situation as a few of them blocked off the station. One protester banged on the side of one of the station's support beams, yelling about how the glass city is a corporate lie, among other things. Police sirens could be heard in the distance, approaching the area, assumingly to quell the protest, or at least monitor it. This didn't seem to affect the protesters, as they kept blocking the station, blocking the roads, and yelling while holding signs. I look out and wait to see what happens, hoping that the protest at least moves away from the station so that we can leave. Here we go, Mira mutters, looking out at the protest. What's gonna happen? I look at her and ask. Corruption. Watch. She replies with spite in her voice, nodding towards the police starting to show up. Alright, I reply, looking back outside. Almost everyone else in the station follows, waiting to watch the events unfold. Tons of cop cars show up, blaring their sirens as the red and blue lights take over the streets, finally gaining the attention of the protesters. Some stop and leave, seemingly scared of the police. Most choose to stay and keep protesting, yelling about how the police are corrupt and backed by nothing but hate and dirty money. Regardless of whether they're right or not, blocking out the streets and stations is not the solution. Cops eventually get out of their cars, watching the protests as more cops show up. One cop grabs a megaphone from his car. Attention, all citizens actively participating in illegal protest are to immediately cease actions. Failure to comply will result in the forced end of said illegal protest. Cop began as others got out different non-lethal weapons like batons and tasers. Guys, it's a police state. We're not allowed to protest. Look, they're not letting us protest, guys. Look, all we're doing is trying to protest. No, shut the fuck up, bitch. You're standing in the middle of the fucking road, blocking shit. Go fill out some paperwork, do it the proper channels, and shut the fuck up and get out of the public, bitch. Get out of the fucking road. It's like the difference between it's like people don't understand what the word fucking illegal means. It's like, oh, just jump everything together. It's illegal, and it's going with everything else. That's illegal. It's like communism and socialism are illegal. Well, then why do we have Social Security? Why do we have universal health care, at least in Canada? And why do, you know, why is there welfare system? There shouldn't be a welfare system. There shouldn't be food stamps. That's communism. That's socialism. We gotta abolish that shit, man. Fuck that. Like hospitals and stuff? Medical care? Nah, that's socialism. That's communism. Guys, get your heads out of your asses. We need to get rid of the communism, the fascism, and the fucking, you know what? Cooking. Guys, that's basically witchcraft. Holy shit, guys, we really need to stop with this. We're all gonna go to hell if we keep cooking. Oh my god. Whew! Who would have thought? Low-key true for real. Yeah, I know, right? World so... Burn the witches! Oh, I can't remember the name of the song, but you know, the... Burn the witches, yeah. Basically. Terrible names, especially song names. I know the lyrics and like the tune and everything going through my head, but I cannot place it. Right? I think it's a Slipknot song. I could be wrong though. 10. He began. 9. Some more protesters left, getting arrested as they attempted to walk away. 8. I watch as more heavily. Like, I want to play the song now, but I don't know what the fucking name of the song is. This is such a piss off. And it's like, it's not Down with the Sickness, god damn it. Get that out of your head. And it's just that one line. It's just that one line. Why can't I figure it out if I could just know the words to it? If I could just put words to it. I'd know what it was. Watch some more heavily armed. Armored cops show up carrying riot shields and all that. Even though nobody is technically rioting. We'll figure it out eventually. Callie, do you know the song? It's like Down with the Witches. It's like... I can't even do the tune outside of my head. You know? Down with the Witches. No idea. It's pissing me off so much. Oh my god. Feel like I have lightning in my head. Oh, Callie, conjure it onto the page. Conjure it like lightning in a fucking bottle. I watch as more heavily armored cops show up carrying riot shields and all that, even though nobody is technically rioting. Riot police move around the protesters as they choose to keep going. 6. They set up these sort of deployable barricades all around the protesters as some attempt to leave the area. 5. One protester punches a cop, causing the cop to hit them with their baton, knocking the guy to the ground. 4. Another protester attempts to climb over the barricades, getting a knee to the face from one of the riot police, sending them back into the closed-off area. 3. Train station wasn't blocked by protesters anymore, but police began sweeping through the station, checking for any protesters that might have run into the station. 2. Others on the street outside the protest stopped to watch, looking at the crowd of remaining protesters, or what they can see through all the people in the barricade. 1. Cop with the megaphone clicks something on it, making a sort of distorted sound like feedback from a guitar as he did so. 0. Everything goes silent for a moment. The protesters all put their hands over their ears, crouching down in visual pain. The megaphone that the main cop was holding must have been emitting a sound or signal that only those in the protesting area could hear. It obviously wasn't a pleasant sound. Ears were bleeding and people were thrashing around on the ground. Others just straight up lying limp. Oh, I watch as body after body goes limp, dropping whatever they were holding. My voice was severely muffled, as if something was blocking it out. Whatever those protesters were hearing, it was loud. After all the bodies go limp, all the sound returns, and the police get to work on taking the now corpses somewhere else. Soon enough, everyone goes back to normal, as all the cops leave the people, and the people continue going about their day as if nothing happened. What? I try to make sense of things. Death. Just because they were protesting? I look down at nothing in particular, just confused on why that's allowed. Like I said, corruption, Mira replies in a sad tone. Glass City is a corporate nest, and most of the police force are backed by corporations like Skytech and Colors Inc., Milo explains. They use their influence to control the law, and protesting often puts those same corporations in a bad light. They can lead to a revolution if left unchecked, as they say, Mira says. I look back outside towards where the protesters were, people walking around and talking as if people weren't killed there moments ago. Maybe some of them had no choice. But that's where they're wrong, Jack chimes in, looking at me with a smile. We are fighting back anyway, a hidden revolution. I nod, the world around me seeming a little less perfect than before. After a little walk, we're back at the base of operations, or whatever it was called, and we unload the stuff we got. A lot of the weapons and gear labeled Europa were of white, black, and light blue design, with a very techie look to them. They had the same alien military look of that cannon, turret, whatever it was. We finish uploading everything, and soon enough there's a secret stash of Europa weapons hidden somewhere. I can't tell you, it's a secret. Where to next? I stand up, looking at the group. I like that little fourth wall break there. Mira looks at me and smiles. Enthusiasm. I like it. Thanks. No worries. It's clever. I like it, but she gets up, gesturing, just in case the reader is a spy. We're done the run. Oh, I sit back down. I was hoping to see Eden, I sigh. Oh, did someone tell you about Eden? Lucas looks at me, shifting around a bit to see me better. Yeah, I reply, taking out my phone, searching up Eden. Milo looks up at me, smiling. He's gonna go pick up something on Utopia. I wouldn't mind going to Eden afterwards. If you'd be okay with coming along, he offers. I nod, glancing at him before turning my phone off and putting it back in my pocket. Right, Mira nods, looking at Milo. Try not to get caught again, she jokes. I am Speed, Milo jokingly replies back as he goes to stand up. Come on, Callie. Let's go continue our tour of the new worlds. Gestured for us to leave. And we do just that. Alright, I had to go grab the Chilla Chalins of the Chillin' Chals. Chalupan Chalin challenges. Alright, no worries. Sounds good, ConnectionLine. Have a great night. Thank you so much for sharing. Stream started up a few minutes ago. Not at all. Enjoy. Just wanted to stick around. Yeah, it's all good, brother. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.